Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you for joining me today and welcome you to my Just You and Me meditative video series. In this meditation, I'm going to guide you through a visualization that is going to help you release what you don't need from last year and then start you down the path for this very new and exciting year. There are many things holding us back, and we don't need something that is low vibrational and gunky from last year negatively impacting us for this year. Now, before we get started, there are a few things I need you to do first. Like always, my friends, I'd like you to find a relatively quiet place where you're less likely to be disturbed. I know this can be a challenge, however, please do the best you can. And remember, this time is for you, and you don't need the demands of everyday life taking away from the opportunities that will present themselves in this meditation. Now, I'd like you to get comfortable. Make sure you're wearing loose and relaxed clothing and that you're in a comfortable position with connection to the floor. This meditation works the best when you're grounding yourself through your feet or your bottom. To start off, we're going to focus in on our breath. Breathing is the core to meditation and is what is going to help you maintain your meditative state throughout this session. Now, a breath should be a deep inhale through your nose, only if you can. Pause for a moment, and then have a balanced exhale through your mouth. Again, only if you can. As you continue to take these deep breaths, and as we start the meditative phase of this session, I want you to choose to either close your eyes or focus gently on the imagery in front of you. This is a personal choice, and both methods are just as effective for this meditation. This meditation is for you, and you need to feel comfortable and safe so that you can fully connect in with this session. Continue to focus in on your breath, my friends. You're doing a fantastic job. I want to thank you for taking this time, slowing down, and spending this time with me. As you continue to take these deep, beautiful meditative breaths, in your mind's eye, I want you to see yourself standing in a crossroads. When you look to your right, you see a forested, lush area. Then, when you look to the left, far in the distance, you can see a great body of water. Straight ahead of you, that's harder to make out. There's lots of bushes and branches, lots of foliage, creating darkness and uncertainty. When you turn around, you see these dark, thick roots coming up towards you. Looking down at yourself, you can see these roots are attached to you at different points all over your body. You try and swipe them away without any success. When you look back down that road where you had come from, you cannot see where these roots started from. They seem to have been with you for quite some time. Shaking your head, you again look around your space. The crossroads don't offer you much. You're on a road. You can see bushes, trees, and rocks all around you. Feeling a little defeated, you plop yourself in the middle of the intersection. You feel heavy and tired. It feels impossible to move forward with what you're carrying. You idly allow your fingers to play with some pebbles that you find on the road. As you continue to breathe, you ponder not only how you need to go forward, but what direction you need to go. When all of a sudden your fingers touch something cold and hard. You look down and see a plain-looking butter knife buried under some dirt. You pull it out and look at it. The sight of this butter knife makes you start to giggle. How on earth can this help you? All you need is something to cut yourself free from these roots. And all you have is a butter knife? You idly start tapping your foot with the knife. Now, if you had a warm piece of bread and some jam, now, the knife would be useful. As you are thinking of the warm bread, you feel the need to stretch and move your leg. Without thinking, you move your leg up into your line of sight. You see your leg move freely. Feels so light. You put it back down and examine your leg. Oh, it's definitely your leg. However, you notice that there are no roots on it. Thinking about it, you're not too sure that there were roots on that one leg. You definitely remember your feet and legs feeling heavy. Curiously, you look at the other leg. Does it have roots? Looking down at the other leg, you see roots twisted all around it. Then you notice on the ground beside your legs a pile of dried up, dying roots. You contemplate what has happened. How had the roots been removed? You look at the knife and start to tap the other foot. Then wonder, do you need to think of food too? When you start to see the roots disconnect painlessly and drop away to the ground. With great excitement, you jump up and shake your legs. Without hesitation, you start tapping the knife to your stomach. You're happy to see these roots, they too fall away from your lower back and your lower torso. You then happily tap the forearm to your other arm. This is amazing. You start to feel like you can move again. When the roots have been removed from your arm, you gently start to tap your chest. As these roots fall away from your chest and upper back, you feel like you can breathe again. You then move to your head. You gently tap the top of your head. Once the roots are gone, you instinctively start to tilt and stretch your neck and back. This feels amazing. You then carefully shift the butter knife from one hand to the other. Then start to tap your arm. You're happy to see the knife works in both hands as the last of the roots drop away from you. You drop the knife and start to stretch and dance. It's been so long since you felt so free, so light. You then look back down the road that you come from. You see those roots lying on the ground, withering and dying. Smiling, you sidestep away from the roots. You study the options. Which way should you go? You go to the entry to the right exit. Examining that thick, lush forest. This is a good possibility. It's rich and fertile. You then dance over to the entry to the forward path. You try your best to peer into those dark areas. There's lots of mystery here. What adventures would be down this pathway? You then skip over to the left entryway. You can see the water in the distance. There would be so many opportunities to heal and rejuvenate yourself down that path. You then come back to the center of the crossroads. Closing your eyes and taking a deep breath. Something is giving you a nudge in a very clear direction. Smiling to yourself, you know where you need to go. You look down for your trusty tool. You can't find the butter knife. It's gone. All you can see is the dead ends of the roots. Nodding to yourself, you thank whoever brought you what you needed when you needed it most. Then head down that pathway that you've been drawn to. Breathe, my friends. Now I want you to see silvery energetical cords coming through the bottoms of your feet and entering into the earth. See these cords descend through the different layers of the earth as they head towards the center. Once they get there, these cords wrap themselves around the center 3 times before heading back up towards you. Once they reach you, these cords lovingly wrap themselves around you. This doesn't hurt. Rather, it feels really good as they're anchoring you to the earth and to Gaia. You feel the stability and foundation of the earth supporting you, stabilizing you from your amazing journey. On your next big inhale, I want you to reach your hands high above your head, stretching and releasing any buildup, any kinks that you had acquired during this session. And then, on your next exhale, I want you to lower your arms back down and let it all out. That felt really good. Let's do it again. On your next big inhale, I want you to reach your hands high above your head, stretching any stiffness, any buildup that you would acquire during this meditation. And then on your exhale, bring your arms back down and let it all out. As you continue to take these deep meditative breaths, I want you to slowly start to tilt your head side to side. Then start to move your fingers and unwind your wrists. Now wiggle your toes and roll out those ankles. We are slowly coming back to present. If your eyes were closed, please slowly open them now, allowing yourself to readjust to your surroundings. I want to thank you for joining me today. You've added another tool to support you on your journey and giving you advantage to overcoming those challenges that you're facing in your life. You should be proud of what you've done today. Give yourself a big hug for taking the time for you and giving you the freedom to dance and to breathe. Until tomorrow, my friends.